What's up, y'all? It's Phanto, man. Day 1 of Nofap, or day 2. You know what I mean? Day 2 of Nofap. Going strong. You know what I mean? And look, man, I said something yesterday, bro, where I said you got to be different, right? Well, I said a majority of people give into pleasure, right? They give into instant gratification, right? Sex, masturbation, porn, good food, warmth, sleeping in, and they avoid something that is considered like a delayed gratification, right? So people will avoid like healthy food because it just doesn't taste good, right? They will avoid going to the gym because it doesn't feel good. They'll avoid getting out of bed in the morning or whatever because, again, it just doesn't feel good, right? They'll avoid taking cold showers, ice baths, all these things because it doesn't feel good. Training, it doesn't feel good. That's not an instant gratification. It feels painful. It feels the opposite of good, right? But it's so funny because it's like the way I think of it is like a debt, right? Versus a investment. You can go to a cash back place, right? There's dozens of them. At least where I live, every corner, cash back, loan place. I know people that go and they're like, yeah, I just got a loan. You know, I'm like, how much was the interest? Oh, I don't know. It was like 20-something%. I'm like, damn. You just said, give me the money, huh? You just saw the money and they gave it to you. But that's how it works, right? It's a loan place, right? So they'll tell you, hey, you want $1,000? They'll advertise it all over. Come in, you need a 500 credit score. Come and get $2,500 cash. We'll give you $2,500 cash. All you got to do is give us your social security number, this information, and we'll give you $2,500 cash. And people will go into these places, right? And they'll say, yeah, I'll take the $2,500. They'll give you the $2,500 cash right away. You will get that instant gratification. You will get that prize right out the gates, walking in, thank you for the money right away, right? But what you don't see is there's a certain interest rate attached to it. You're going to have to pay that back plus interest in the future. So you got the prize up front, but now you're going to have to pay back all of that plus some in the future. Versus if you had $2,500 and you invested it in a place, right, in a stock or whatever, you're going to technically lose. You don't have that money in your account anymore. You're going to invest this $2,500. It's no longer in your account. You can't spend that money. But you have hopes or investment or reason to believe that money, you're going to receive that money plus some on the back end in the near future, right? So again, at the start, you got $2,500 cash. If you went to a loan place, you got to pay that shit back. Versus investing that shit, you lose it at the start, but you might get money back plus that in the near future, right? What is like pornography, bro? Eating unhealthy food. All of this shit is like taking money up front with an interest rate and a debt that you're going to have to pay back in the future. Whenever you eat fast food or you avoid working out or you watch porn or you whatever, you don't eat a donut and the next day get fat. You don't eat a donut and a week later get fat. You eat a donut and then you eat another donut, and then 2 months, 3 months, a year later, you start seeing, oh, damn, I'm getting pretty big. I'm breathing heavy after walking down a flight of stairs. Okay, this is now taking a toll on me. Again, that you got the donut up front, but what happened in the future? You got to pay that shit back, bro. There's always a price to pay for every single thing that you do. You can either pay it up front or you could pay it in the future. One of my favorite quotes is, I don't know who it's by, but they say discipline is deciding what you want now versus what you truly want, right? So I might want to sleep in and not go to the gym, but what do I truly want? I don't truly want to be a lazy, overweight individual who's unsuccessful. I don't want that. I don't truly want that. But in the moment, what is it that I want? Well, in the moment, I want to sleep in. You got to understand that in order to become successful, like true discipline, once you actually get the ball rolling, it's like, bro, you can go to the gym. Yeah, it's going to suck for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a couple months. It's going to suck because you're not used to it. You're only going to be used to what you're comfortable doing. If you're comfortable sleeping in, then yeah, you're going to always be accustomed to doing it. It's like what I say. It's like, if you are up here and you're going to the gym doing all these things, then yeah, all these things are going to feel natural to you or comfortable to you. You're going to want to do that because you're in that same space. Like you're going to get sore going to the gym for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Once you go to the gym for a month straight, and this is the best kept secret, bro, you don't get sore anymore. It starts to get really easy. You start going to the gym and it's like, oh, I actually like doing this. You start to actually feel good whenever you do it, because what? You're used to it now. The things that are uncomfortable are really just things you're not used to doing. That's all it is, bro. That's why it's uncomfortable. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Okay, do it for a month. Is it still uncomfortable? No, of course not. It's like, ask anybody that started running or training fighting or bodybuilder, whatever. Yeah, it was uncomfortable at first. Of course it was. That's how it is with whenever you start to learn any skill. It's unnatural to you. You're not used to doing it. Once you start doing it over and over and over again, now that's something that you're comfortable doing. And then what happens? Then you sleep in after going to the gym for 3 months straight, and that becomes uncomfortable to you because that's not what you're doing anymore. It's a foreign thing that you've been doing, but you have to have discipline and some level of like, you have to be able to power through it initially. You have to be able to power through it initially. It's like waking up in the morning. It sucks to wake up in the morning if you have a bad schedule, but if you power through it, wake up early in the morning, you're going to be tired, then power through your day. Then at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're going to be tired, go to bed. And naturally, what time are you going to wake up? Early in the morning. And then boom, you get the ball rolling, bro. You just need a little bit of momentum. A little bit of momentum, bro. But that's the thing is, I'm like, damn, bro, when I delay gratification, because people will ask, and I even ask myself, I'm like, what's the point of Nofap? That's why I do this Nofap shit. It's not even so much where I'm like, it's for the benefits because semen is this and it's a life force. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. There's a lot of good reasons for that. But for me, I'm like, bro, it's the principle. It's the principle of not doing something just because I want to do it. Just because it feels good, because I know where that path leads. That's not, I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be addicted to pornography and drugs and sleeping in and unsuccessful. I don't want that. That's not what I truly want. Right? So why would I entertain it in pornography but it's not what I want, but I'm also going to be going to the gym, but I'm going to be watching porn. It's not, I have to be complete. I got to be whole in what I believe, bro. I have to be, it's the principle, bro. And I truly believe if I can practice it with porn, then it will help me with the gym. It will help me with work. It will help me with life in general. I truly believe that because it's the principle. It's like, you have to kind of exercise those the muscles of like discipline and whatnot, bro. And so that's what I'm trying to do with this Nofap stuff. And again, I'm trying to get back on it, bro. I'm trying to get back to it, bro. That's why I make videos, because I'm like, damn, I need some accountability. I need some accountability, bro, because right now it's like the most easiest time to relapse because I don't have a streak. Right? It's like the easiest time to relapse. It's like, oh, if I jacked off 2 days ago, what streak is there? Why would I even? But once I get a streak going, then that starts to be something that I can lean on and say, well, it's been a week. You want to give up this week streak, 1 week streak, just because it feels good? Again, just because it feels good? It's like you shouldn't just do something because it feels good. As a matter of fact, you should do something because it feels painful so that you can get used to it and actually get stronger. Because then what happens? That's when true growth is, bro. That's when progression is made. It's like, bro, you got to think like as human beings from the beginning of time. No matter if you're religious or whatever, it's like, damn, I'm pretty sure we all have a desire to grow as a society, as a human race, whatever. We're here, again, whether you're religious or not, we're here to progress, right? From the Stone Age or whatever, or being, Neanderthals all the way to now, we are trying to progress. Watching porn, doing something just because it feels good, that does no progression for anybody, bro. The only way actually that progression is made is by people going against the grain. It's by people challenging like the widely accepted views. That's the only way progression is ever made. It's the people we talk about, bro, are the people that were executed, were martyred for their beliefs, but ended up being correct, and we praise them for that, right? Even though in the moment society hated them, they hated them, they killed them, they executed them, threw them in prison, but looking back years and years later, we look back and say, damn, they were right. Damn, they were right, but it's only in the moment, bro. People typically don't accept it, bro. But that's what makes a motherfucker different, bro. That's what makes somebody different. That's what sets the men from the boys, bro. That's what sets the people apart, man. So that's why you got to be different, man. And you got to think, man, everybody wants to give in to that urge, that everybody wants to jack off. Everybody wants to sleep in. Everybody wants to avoid discomfort. Everybody does, bro. But it's that person that wakes up and says, damn, I want it. I want it. Because I'll tell you, bro, the discomfort doesn't even come from, it doesn't even come from the actual thing. I feel like it comes from just resisting, like I used to play football, right? And I remember I was scared to like hit American football, right? I was scared to hit. I was scared to tackle when I first started playing because I was like, damn, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get injured. And my coach, I remember one time I like stopped before a guy was running at me and I got blown up and I hit the ground and my coach grabbed me and he was like, bro, I know what you're thinking. He told me, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that by slowing down and stopping, you're preventing yourself from getting injured. You're making it better for yourself, but you're actually making it worse. And the reason he said that is because now if I'm running full speed at the guy, he's running full speed at me, and then I stop all of a sudden, it's like there's some physics law or whatever. I'm going to absorb 100% of that blow. The dude hitting me is not going to get hurt. 100% he's not going to get hurt. You actually avoid injury by going full speed. And that's actually true. I'm pretty sure they've done scientific stuff with that. It's the resistance that causes you to get injured. It's the resistance that actually makes it worse. Right? It's like people that go outside and it's cold and they're like, it's so cold, it's so cold. Oh my goodness, it's so cold. They're resisting too much. It makes it even worse for them, bro. It's like you throw somebody who can't swim or throw somebody in a pool or whatever. They're going to resist drowning so much. They're going to tire themselves out. And what's going to happen? They're going to drown because they're resisting it so much. They're fighting it, bro. But if they just let go, boom, they would float. If they let go, but you can't float and at the same time fight. That's impossible. The two cannot coexist, bro. So it's the resistance, bro. It's whenever it's like when you go to the gym and you're like, oh, like this weight's too heavy. Like I'm not gonna do this weight. Oh, it's too heavy. But it's like that's what makes it worse, bro. That's always what makes it worse. It's the resistance in your mind that makes it worse for you, bro. And that's how it is. But if you just go through with it, go full speed, accept it, that's a powerful thing, bro. Just accepting it. Because imagine just accepting, damn, this is going to suck. Imagine that. Then what can hurt you after that, bro? What can hurt you after that? Like, imagine going into a fight and just saying, yeah, I'll probably, this is going to be a fight. I'm going to get hit. This is all going to happen. I accept it. It's inevitable. You walk in there and you accept it. Then what's going to happen? You get hit? Okay, cool. I accepted it. Versus going into it with weird expectations. Oh, I'm scared he might hit me. No, I'm not. And then you get hit. And then what happens? Boom, you shrivel up and you're going to get even more hurt. It's going to be an even more unpleasant experience for you because you're resisting that shit. Because you're resisting it, bro. That's the worst part about it. So it's like you can't even fight. It's not, I don't think you're supposed to fight the urge, bro. It's like you're just supposed to fucking accept it. It's like, yeah, I have desire to jack off. I have a desire to sleep in. I have a desire to eat bad food, to be lazy. I have those desires. I accept that. But guess what? I still do shit despite that. I accept that, bro. I'm a normal human being. That makes me human. But guess what? I still do it. I'm still gonna do it, bro. And that's what sets somebody apart, bro. It's not the absence of all of the pain or anything like that. It's they do it despite all of that. That's what sets them apart, bro. That's true bravery. It's like you can't be brave and courageous without having some level of fear, or else what is it that you're getting over? If there's nothing to get over, then somebody's not really brave or disciplined, are they? That's what sets them apart. Even David Goggins will say, man, I sit and look at my shoes for hours every morning. That's the hardest motherfucker on planet Earth. Even he got to get over a mental barrier every day. But guess what? He does it despite that, bro. He does it despite that. And so that's my motivation, bro. I try to fucking do it to delay the gratification because I know I'd rather invest my money now and get payment in the future than to get payment now but have to pay it back and some in the future. Because what does that cause? That's so much anxiety, bro. It's so much anxiety. It's so much like I think about like, bro, like if you were to get into a fight or have like something a big moment in your life, right? Like say you were supposed to get into a fight, right? Say you're in the UFC and you got to fight. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be anxious, everything like that. All of that is going to happen. But the second you step into the cage and you actually start fighting, guess what goes away? The anxiety, the pressure, the stress, that all goes away because what? Now the moment is actually here. You're actually getting hit in the face now. So now you're focused on the actual thing. Now you're actually in the moment. A lot of people will say that. It's like, man, I get nervous before a fight. I get nervous before a game. But once I start playing, it goes away. Of course, because it's all in your head, bro. That's what anxiety is. All of these things, it's just like you trying to imagine what the future is actually going to be like, bro. That seems to be what it is, bro. But either way, man, I know that Nofap, bro, it's a requirement, bro. It is a requirement. You got to get that sexual discipline down, bro. You got to be able to control that. Because if you can't, man, that's tough, bro. That's tough. Let's be honest, bro. And this is coming from a guy that has been struggling. But it's pathetic, man. It is pathetic, bro. You got to get over that, man. But without further ado, it's Phanto, man. I'll catch y'all later.